So today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. I just kind of want to sit down and talk to the camera. Actually, I'm on vacation right now in Salt Lake City, Utah. So a lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I actually graduated from Salt Lake City, specifically the University of Utah, and I am back here. And it's been about a few months since I've been back here, but it's been almost a year since I actually graduated from here. I got my bachelor's degree in video game design, and I just kind of want to talk about kind of where I'm at in life right now and just kind of the current situation of everything. And I feel like a lot of people feel the same way, just about finding a job, graduating, and just like the current state of everything right now. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like life's been tough in that regard, where it's a lot harder to find a job right out of school. I see it with a lot of my friends. I see it a lot of people I talk to. A lot of people come to me and kind of ask what I'm doing, and I just kind of tell them, like, I'm not really doing exactly what I want to do right now, and it can be kind of discouraging sometimes. So I just kind of wanted to use this as a way to kind of voice, just kind of just kind of speak and stuff like that. This is no means in a way of like being depressed or anything, but I do think it's a very real situation. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. Just a little bit about what I did is I wasn't ready to go into college right away, right after high school. I actually graduated a long time ago, in 2017, almost 10 years ago. And the typical track, what you do is you go to high school, go straight to college, and then right into the workforce. I wasn't ready for that, and I went to college. I went to community college in 2018, about a year and a half after I graduated high school, after taking a little bit of break. And I was just kind of taking some classes, but I really found an interest in how video games are developed and how they're made. I mean, I've played video games for as long as I can remember. So that's what I decided what I wanted to do at the end of 2022. And the University of Utah, they have a great program, and I feel really lucky to have been a part of that program, and I think I learned so much. I also do think that my degree or video game development is not something you need to go to school with, and I think it's pretty easy to learn things now without going to an actual university. You can find a lot of things online. You can, everything is kind of free knowledge now, especially with YouTube, especially with all these websites and everything like that. But for me personally, I am someone who definitely learns really, really well, and really likes that experience of actually being in a classroom and actually learning and connecting with peers, connecting with other students, and kind of sharing your thoughts and growing that way. And I've always been an advocate for that, and my family has been too, so I'm really glad I did it that way. I just think that it's just hard. I don't know, for some reason I guess I had this thought in my mind where as soon as I graduated, like, I'm just gonna have a job lined up right out the gate. And I think that a lot of people have that mindset, but it definitely takes a lot more than that, especially nowadays. And I think something I've been struggling with too is the whole rise of AI and artificial intelligence. I think, especially for my degree with video game development, so I studied video game development, but I was on the art side of it, so like 3D models, animation, design, things like that. And a lot of that can be done with AI now. And I know obviously it's still possible, but I just think it's really hard, and I think it's just kind of discouraging, and I kind of lose motivation to kind of continue. And I kind of question myself whether I made the right decision of pursuing this degree. And yeah, it's just like a lot of back and forth in my mind, and it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard. And I am still young, but none of us are getting younger. We're all just getting older, and I'm getting to that point where it's like, am I out of time? Am I behind? But you know, on the flip side, I don't think I am. I think that I've experienced a lot, and I'm really happy where I'm at. You know, I have a roof over my head, I have a lovely girlfriend, I have, a great family, I have close friends, and, I'm fit, I'm playing tennis, like I'm doing the things I love, but it's just that one big thing where it's like, I don't have a career, I don't have, that thing, that stability, even though I do, it's not like don't have a job at all. Like I work at a restaurant, I work at a steakhouse. It's kind of like a steakhouse, it's more like it's kind of like a lower end steakhouse. But I make decent money, like I can support myself, I can, hopefully one day support others, but, when it comes to, seeing the people who I grew up with, the other people I graduated in high school, like a lot of them have like real jobs now. And I put quotations on real because, I think any job is real, I think any sort of income is real, and, if you're making a living any sort of way, then I respect it, but there is like this like notion in society where it's like being a server your whole life is not really ideal, and it really isn't, at least to me. But I'm ready to find that career job, whatever that may be. But yeah, I just think it's hard. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this now, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to speak on that and just kind of, hopefully if this video reaches out to anybody, I think, I get where like I feel your pain, because it can be discouraging, and it's very unknown, the future right now. I feel like the world has changed so much. And yeah, just all that stuff. So I don't know, I just kind of want to get that off my chest a little bit. It's something I've been kind of dwelling about for a while now, and there's that, but it's just that big thing, just finding a career. And another thing is too, like when I go to like family reunions or like these big events, or when I play tennis and I go to these leagues, like all these like older people, they're asking me like what I do, and I just say like I'm a server, and like to be honest, like I'm kind of embarrassed to say that. Like I think it's a little embarrassing that I'm 26 years old and I don't work in an office, or I don't have like a career job. And yeah, it's a little embarrassing, it's a little discouraging. So there's that. And yeah, I'm just kind of tired of feeling like that. And that's the other thing too, is like I just like don't know kind of where to go from here. Like I don't know what is the best move for me. Like do I go back to school? Do I try to get my master's? Do I I am applying to places, I apply to places every week, almost every day, and it's just, I've been at it for almost 9 months now, and I just haven't heard anything back, and I haven't gotten any positive news out of it. I haven't gotten any leads, and it's honestly exhausting. But a lot of people I talk to, they say just, keep going at it, don't give up. And, I think that's a lot easier said than done. I kind of want to talk about that for a little bit. Sorry if today's video is a little different. It just got me thinking because I'm back in the state that I got my degree in. And, I don't know, it's a beautiful day. I don't have really much to do today. I'm on vacation, I'm just kind of chilling. So I found this nice, beautiful park. It's in Sugar House. And, surrounded by the mountains, and the views are nice, but yeah, I just kind of want to speak. I don't really know where else to go with this. I'm also trying to get more comfortable, obviously, talking in front of the camera. And if this video doesn't reach to anybody, at least I have it for myself, and maybe I can look back on it one day and see where I'm at then than I am now. Hopefully I'm doing things I love. Hopefully I'm doing, I kind of want to travel. I want to play tennis. I want to, do something in my life. And hopefully I have that stability, and I have that income, and I have something that I can be proud of, and something I can hold high, and I can share with others. And yeah, so if you did make it this far, I literally did not script this video at all. I literally just sat down and started talking, so I apologize if it's kind of all over the place, but hopefully my message kind of came clear, kind of came across well, and you guys kind of know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I will be vlogging most of my trip here, so stay tuned for another video. But yeah, that's the other thing too. Sorry to keep rambling on, but this is something that's kind of given me almost purpose in life. I really have been enjoying documenting my life, and you know, I'm really happy I got this camera and just to kind of film and document everything I'm doing and kind of looking back. That's the one thing I like, is I like looking back to kind of seeing where I was in that moment, the people I'm with, the experiences I've had. It's just like really cool to see, and it's something I kind of wish I did my whole life. And I kind of have, you know, I've been taking breaks here and there, but you know, to be consistent doing it every week is something that's really fun, and it's kind of, yeah, like I said, it's giving me purpose a little bit, and it makes life worth living, and that's all we got to do in this life, I guess, is live it, right? So I think that's enough for me today. I will catch you guys in the next one, whatever that might be, and yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.